This could very well be my last first impressions video, as the final DLC in the season pass comes out. It is called Damage Control. Oh no, that's the map. It's called the Trigger overall. Let me just. Yeah, the Trigger. And as you can clearly see, in a rather disappointing fashion, it is back to the standard survivor mode and not the much better. Uh, I forgot what it's called. Fuck it. I'll just call it the safe haven mode. So we've 3 maps, and it's kind of disappointing that we have to take a step back. Though I took a quick glance. One thing I do like is that the maps are unlike the previous ones, like Reoperation with Lingard and Severance, Scorch Earth with Ransom, and so on. All 3 of these are actually fairly unique. They're very unique areas of each of Sevastopol. They don't seem to be repeating a medical or crew quarters area like a lot of the previous ones did. They're not completely unique. A lot of assets do carry over, but for example, we have a prisoner processing area, and then the package is in sort of an engineering synthetic storage area. So I'm actually kind of glad for the synthetic storage area because we haven't seen anything from Seekson's or the core in any of the survivor maps, which is kind of a shame because you never see the alien in those areas really. And then you got Blast Heat, which is not it's not a it looks like a residential area in that picture, but it isn't. It's actually a terminal, you know, like at the start of the game. Again, an area that you don't see a lot in the survivor maps, which is a really atmospheric area. So I'm going to do a brief play through each one. I do not guarantee completing the missions. I only briefly looked at them already, and I died all 3 times in pathetic fashion, so I expect much of the same here. As usual, we get a new character, Ricardo. Another character like Alex, who is rather substantial in the main campaign. And again, we get the weird choice of characters. Dallas and Parker again, but it's kind of nice to see the 2 of them. And but no Ellen Ripley this time, and only Lingard, no Axel or any of the other characters. It's again the weird. I was always under the impression the whole point of having the characters was that with each DLC you get more choice for the next DLC, and that's why it's better to buy the season pass because you got more characters to try on every map. Not so. I wonder if someone went and bought just the Trigger, would they only have Ricardo and Amanda, or would they get Lingard, Dallas and Parker, or would they be blocked out? It's annoying that you don't get all the characters. Anyway, Ricardo is shotgun, tracker, cutting to a flare, blueprints for medkit, noisemaker, EMP. Not a great selection. Tempting not to run with him because he's so weak. He doesn't have a hacking tool. He's nothing against the alien except for flare. So let's go in and see what the maps are like. So yeah, sorry I haven't been on as much as I should for these videos. We're moving house, so I've been AFK from alienization for the last 2 weeks thereabouts. But there's been lots of good news, isn't there? That's gotten people excited. Everybody must be really excited for the announcement of a new Alien movie, which I will talk about in depth in a moment. Personally, I am a tad bit cynical, and I'll get to why shortly. But for the moment, as you can see, a rather different sort of area. If you're not paying attention, you may walk right past the flamethrower. Okay.
Welcome to Sebastopol Station, your home away from home, conveniently situated in the
Alright.
Seculi region. The station is a gateway to commerce and resources in this quadrant.
Classic survivor mode, here we go. Ooh, he's looking a bit buggy. Anyone else see a skeleton with sunglasses? I mean, it's not just me with the skeleton with the skull with sunglasses, is it? Yeah, he's really buggy. He's been really buggy this game. What is wrong with him? He's acting really buggy. Okay, if he turns around, I am so fucked. Because he'll see me directly. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, fuck, I don't think he realizes I'm out of. Ooh, hello. Music seems to be done up differently. Go for the flare. really buggy, this game. I don't know what's about you. You're really fucking buggy. Fuck. Do that one again or show the next map? I'll show the next map. We'll just jump through each map really quickly. I don't want this one to be an hour-long video for you all. But he was really buggy, that game. In some ways, in a good way, he was buggy because I was able to move around him. But other ways, he was not moving, not getting out of the fucking way. Okay. So yeah, that's damage control, which is kind of interesting, especially that armory thing. That's really, you have to get there really quickly. I don't know about the other two, like prisoner tags and collect visitor registry data. Yeah, they're both the secure in the armory. That's the kind of quick one you got to get to. And then we got the package, which is the one I'm most interested of the three. I'm gonna cheat slightly and take Amanda because she's pretty much easy mode. And with that map, we're going to talk a bit about the new Alien movie, directed by Neil Blomkamp. It's coming out. So yeah, Neil Blomkamp. He's South African. There's no way in hell I'm going to pronounce his second name right. Blomkamp. Hello. Is there anything in here of value? Cool. Anyway, yeah, so he's a big fan. He's made a big deal about how he wants to do it. And of course, the big thing that has everybody excited is he has announced he is ignoring Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection. I'm weird. I like Alien 3. Okay, maybe it's because it's the first of the Alien movies I've seen. I'm 30, I was 10, 11 when Alien 3 came out. And I saw it when everybody was watching I think it was the 1994 World Cup. I was watching Alien 3 on Sky Movies. I remember everybody's watching the final for the 1994 World Cup, and instead I watched Alien 3, and I fell in love with this franchise. And within a month of seeing Alien 3, I had seen both Aliens and Alien, and by the time Alien Resurrection had come out, I could go see it in the cinema, and yeah, I love the Alien movies, and I include Alien 3 on that list. I don't even think Alien Resurrection is as bad as people make it out to be. I think Alien Resurrection is flawed, but I think the director has made it very clear himself that he knew he was a bad choice for that movie. I mean, if you've watched the Alien Anthology DVDs or Blu-rays, there's an interview with Jean-Pierre Jeunet before Alien Resurrection where he pretty much says, "You get me to do this? I'm French. I'll make it into a comedy." Anyway, so let's go. So yeah, I don't mind him cutting Alien Resurrection because Alien Resurrection was an odd duck to begin with. But Alien 3, I'm kind of sad to see it go. And I understand practically why they want to cut Alien 3 out because it's because it ends with Ripley dying, and it's very hard. Shit. It's very hard to do a sequel to a film when your main protagonist dies at the end of the previous film. So, I get why they're cutting it, but at the same time, I don't like the tone of the cutting. It comes across as a very callous. Oh shit! 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 Oh double shit! Yeah, I forgot to mention, this is the map with security cameras, which have not made an appearance in a... When did I pick up a shotgun? Oh well. Yeah, so... I understand the cutting of Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection. Alien 3 can try... because the protagonist is killed off, and Alien Resurrection because, well... it's very hard to continue on from where Alien Resurrection left off. Saying that, I've had a lot of red flags in relation to the stories coming out about the new Alien movie. Primarily to... okay, I get cutting Alien 3 because of the ending. But a lot of anger seems to be over Alien 3 over the killing of Newton Hicks at the beginning of Alien 3. And to me... oh, what's this? That never bothered me. To me, I've always seen the Alien movie, especially the first three, you know, if you cut out the credits, they run directly into each other. And what is sort of a charm, I think, to the Alien movies is, you know, Alien, you know, ends triumphant, she beats the alien, she escapes. Aliens, Ripley gets kicked in the fucking... balls right from the get-go. Her daughter is dead. She's been lost to space for over 60 years. Pretty much everything she knows is gone. Where the hell am I meant to be going? I'm lost. Okay. And, you know, I always felt Alien 3 continued that. It upped the stakes a bit, where it's, you know, all the crap you did in Aliens is pretty much almost made defunct at the start of Alien 3. That's the exact same thing they did in Aliens. Almost everything she did... oh, there they are. Ah, okay. Everything she did at the start of Alien 1, at the end of Alien 1, is meant defunct at the start of Aliens. And, you know, you get that great scene in Aliens where she's pretty much blamed for the crisis, pretty much. Move. I've gone the wrong way again. Anyway, so I never felt Alien 3 was bad. I felt Alien 3 had major problems, yes. Most of those doing the fact that it's production. Okay? But I think the idea of Ripley on a prison planet... oh dear. Oh yeah. Now this is something that's not been... Working Joe, eh? Oh. Oh fuck, he's there. Okay. Oh, he's being buggy again. Oh, there he goes. Can't go that way. Sneak. But yeah, putting aside all that thing with it, my biggest kind of worry about all the announcements relating to the new Alien movie. And you may consider me a bit weird on this, but does no one else think it sounds identical to Aliens Colonial Marines? You know, the really, really bad Alien game. The one everybody hates. Yeah, I mean, you know, the big deal of, oh, we brought Hicks back. Yeah, didn't Aliens Colonial Marines do that? Oh, it's going to follow directly on from Aliens and deal directly with the company. Again, Aliens Colonial Marines. And all that stuff, it's kind of like, you know, it's things people wanted. It's what made people excited for Aliens Colonial Marines. But when you actually go into the story, it's crap. You know, what does bringing Hicks back actually add to the alien mythos? Let's put that in a very simple. What does having Hicks back in the alien universe put mythos? Especially now we're talking almost 20 years on from Aliens. You know, Michael Biehn, he's no spring chicken. They're going to either recast it or have to come up with some excuse to why him and Ripley are 20 years older, which that's probably the most interesting element of bringing Hicks back. Okay? The Aliens, even the Aliens graphic novels, they go away, you little. Even the Aliens graphic novels, they kind of struggle a bit. I mean, they worked. I'm just thinking, because the Aliens graphic novels have Hicks, but they renamed him Wilkes when Alien 3 came out and it was revealed that Hicks was dead, to keep them kind of somewhat in kind. These are the Dark Horse graphic novels, if you've read them. The Earth War, Nightmare Asylum, and Earth Hive, they're called. And even they, like, you know, about half of alright, let me see if I get a noisemaker. I can't even hear the noisemaker. Looks like he can. Ah. But yeah, there's not a lot of content with bringing Hicks back, and I don't know. It, like I said, there have been a number of cases where they've brought Hicks back, and what the? I get the feeling I should have done something different there. But interesting map. And we do the third and final one. But yeah, I mean, I haven't talked about Blomkamp as a director. I think he's good as a director. I mean, I love, well, don't love, but I really like District 9. And Elysium has flaws. I'm actually going to go see Chappie this weekend, so maybe Chappie will make me more excited. Or as we call it, Short Circuit 3. But, right, last seat. And we'll do Amanda again just so we have a flamethrower. Yeah, I mean, he has traits that I'm a bit worried about that come over to Alien. First of all, almost all his films are about South Africa. I have to wait and see about Chappie, but both District 9 and District 9 literally is set in South Africa. But even Elysium, even though it's not set in South Africa, is about South Africa. So I don't know if he's gonna, when he does his Alien movie, if it's gonna also be about South Africa. And that's a bit much. But he does have other traits like the Blomkamp strut, what I call it, which is where he shoots something on a steady cam, but he holds back, and he gets whatever it is that's being very impressive visually, kind of strut through a series of challenges. You know, in District 9, it's when the alien gets in the big robot suit, and you get that thing where it pulls back, and it's him just marching through a ton of Nigerians and police force, and in Elysium, it's pretty much when Matt Damon puts on that suit again when he's in Elysium, and you get that bit where he pulls back and it's like, here's Matt Damon just kicking the crap to a load of people, strutting away. So, and I know that it's also going to be in Chappie. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how that's going to translate to Alien movies. If we're going to get a Blomkamp strut with Ripley, you know, in the power loader, beating through a load of aliens or something like that, which, you know, I don't know if I'd like that or not. We'll have to wait and see. I like this map. I like the way the walls are textured and the floor. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to be completely negative. I mean, it's a new Alien movie. I'm always going to be excited for a new Alien movie. It just, I don't know, the amount people are getting excited for certain announcements, it just seems, you know, I don't think they're going to be as great as people are hoping they're going to be. I mean, bringing Hicks back and Newt back, possibly, I don't think they're going to be as big of a deal as people are hoping they're going to be. And in fact, I'm nervous they're actually going to be counterproductive. Blomkamp's choice as a director, you know, it's, he did say there was originally talks about it earlier when they, just before they made Prometheus, they were going to consider offering just after he did District 9. I would have been 100% behind him doing it then. I'm not so much now after he's done a few more major films, because to me, I always see the Alien movies as sort of a rite of passage to see if you're suited for big Hollywood studio productions. I mean, if you look at all the Alien movies, you've got 4 directors. You know, it's all 4 prior to the Alien movies had not done any big studio films. Like Terminator was technically an independent film. Before Alien, Ridley Scott only done The Duelist, again an independent film. And David Fincher hadn't done anything pretty much, and Jean-Pierre Jeunet had only worked in France. Ooh, hello. So if District 9, which, you know, South African funded primarily, with a bit of support from Peter Jackson, had been the only film Blomkamp had done, and then he got offered Alien movies, I would have said that's perfectly in line with what they've done with all the previous major Alien movies. You know, but he's done Elysium and he's also done Chappie, which, you know, Elysium I'm pretty sure was studio funded, and I'm also pretty sure Chappie is as well, or I'm not sure about Chappie. So I think he's much more established himself, so it's less of that kind of charm, but I'm not going to hold that against the man. To me, I failed all the... Oh. Failed all the side objectives. This is a really pretty map. I like this map. Yeah, so to me, I'm nervous about the new Alien movie. It's really similar to Alien Colonial Marines, which, oh wow, pretty map, but also stupidly easy map in terms of completing it and not doing the side objectives. Is it?
This is Verlaine on the Torrens. What the hell just happened?
And that
Asshole.
is why
Any
I
other
think
aviators?
that's why I think this is going to be the last DLC, at least in this fashion, because that puts this right up to just before Alien Isolation begins. So yeah, this is pretty much leading right up to this where Alien Isolation begins, and I don't know if there's going to be any more Survivor maps like this. That was rather disappointing. So, summing up the Alien Isolation season pass, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bits of DSC, going from worst to best. Worst, Lingard. It has the worst map, which is Overrun. Crawl space is interesting, but feels like it didn't take enough risks with what it was doing. Reoperation is pretty, but pretty standard. And then the next one, I would say, I'm actually gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Ricardo. The package looks to be really interesting because it's clearly there's going to be synthetics there at the end of it when you have to get out to the elevator. Maybe a lot of them. That might be a very interesting. I'll have to keep it to try that. But Blasty, very pretty map, but as you saw, very easy to do the standard completion for it. And damage control is another pretty map. Actually, the only reason I'm probably not, I'll have to give Ricardo another few goes, but at the moment I'm going to put it here, mostly because Blasty and damage control don't seem, even though they're kind of new areas, they don't seem to mix up the gameplay a lot. The package hints at it because obviously there's going to be a load of synthetics at the end there. When I go back out, I got killed just before it. And then, you know, Ransom is good because I like Ransom because it mixes up the gameplay in every map. I mean, Severance, you got that great sequence in the theater with the facehuggers. Scorched, you have the lab catching fire, and in Loose Ends, it's a mixture of synthetics and the alien, and you know that's kind of nice. Now, the only problem with Loose Ends, I'd almost say, is they don't have them mixing at the same time. You know, you fight synths and then you fight the alien. When I prefer when it's, you know, alien and synths. Then after that, it's Hughes. Obviously, firstly because fucking brilliant redesign of the whole mode. Scavenger mode. That's it. Scavenger mode is a massive improvement over the standard Survivor mode maps, and I hope to see more of them if there is going to be DLC. It's a lot of fun. It really does feel like you get your money's worth, and it's hard as balls. And that's the thing. They're really hard, and they're a lot of fun. And I would like to play kind of more maps like that. I would find them a lot of fun. And then you got Axel, I think is the best because it takes everything that we had from Hughes' Safe Haven and improves on it. You got more interesting map areas. You've got mixture. You got what I always wanted my Survivor maps, which you don't see in any other Survivor map except for Axel's, which is having humans and the alien at the same time, and you know the alien can kill the humans for you, or the humans can basically draw the alien to you by shooting. You know, that's really interesting. I like that. It's missing from all the other modes, even Safe Haven. It has the same challenges as Safe Haven, where Safe Haven has 2 aliens towards the end of it. So does Lost Contact and all that, and it's a lot of fun. And I would say this is the best DLC in of the 5. So if you're only going to have to buy one, I recommend Axel. If you're going to buy 2, Axel and Hughes. If you're going to buy 3, Axel, Hughes. Actually, if you're going to buy 3, just buy the whole pack. Just Lingard's not worth it. I'll have to give Ricardo a few more goes, but overall, you know, nice maps, very pretty, but it doesn't seem to be doing much interesting with them. It is the one that's most tied story-wise overall to the events of the game, because it leads directly into the beginning of Alien Isolation. Yeah, so they have not said that was the final DLC, but it's the final season pass, and that's pretty much it. And to round up my opinion of the upcoming Alien movie, I like the director. I'm a bit nervous though about some elements of his style meshing with Alien franchise. I'm not impressed with the story or the direction it's going. I don't see the point of bringing Hicks and Newt back. I'm not a fan of them cutting Alien 3, but I understand why. I completely understand why they're cutting Alien Resurrection. It's a lot of promises of retreading ground we've covered in the previous films that, you know, I think will be a challenge to do as a 2-hour movie and make it feel unique and interesting and a new entry in the franchise. The biggest kind of silver lining, I'll say, is Blanca has gone on record to say he talked to IGN and he did say he loved Alien Isolation, and he was torn if he wanted to, you know, do what Alien Isolation did and just essentially recreate all the technology from the era of Aliens, or, you know, 20 years after Aliens, in that kind of sci-fi setting, and that will be cool. That will be really cool. I don't think he is going to do it, but I like the fact that he does recognize the strength of Alien Isolation, which makes the whole I'm doing the exact same storyline they did from Aliens Colonial Marines as my movie plotline even more confusing to me. Because, look, Aliens Colonial Marines was crap as a game, it played crap, but the story was rubbish as well. You know, there's only so far you can take the whole, ooh, Weyland's evil, Weyland Corporation is evil, because it's a big corporation thing. I mean, I like how Alien Isolation did it, because Alien Isolation is, yeah, it's still Weyland-Yutani are bastards, but it's much more, they're bastards from a corporate perspective. We hid a lot of it behind another company called Seegson, and it's a lot much more about incompetence of the Seegson and corporate greed and thing. It's not that kind of like, ooh, evil, 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 that a lot of the weaker entries in the Alien franchise does. If it was going to be another thing I'd drop about Alien 3 is, you know, again, similar thing, Weyland-Yutani represented there. It's like, ooh, big evil thing, show up lots of guns, kill everybody, sort of thing at the end. Prometheus had the exact same problem, you know, where you had that whole thing with Weyland showing up at the end, and it just makes no fucking sense. Actually, one last thing about the movies before, rule of thumb that I really hope they abide by. I really don't think they will, because I don't think people realize. No scientists. Seriously, stop and think about the Alien movies and rate them in from worst to best, and what you'll see is the best Alien movies have no scientists. What really works in the Alien movies is what they describe about the original Alien movie. It's truckers in space. And it's not just because they're truckers, it's because they think like truckers. They're practical. What makes Ripley a compelling lead is she's practical and sensible. You know, she is the one who tries to apply quarantine at the start of the movie, because it is a practical thing. It's a very similar thing with Alien Isolation. You have no scientists in Alien Isolation. They're all, you know, there's one like the only scientists you get in the movies and in Alienization are the synthetics, and there's a massive element of can you trust them, because they're not human. There's a really interesting perspective there. The Alien movies that do have scientists that do all the explaining are the worst. Prometheus, Alien Resurrection, Alien vs Predator. Alien vs Predator 2 doesn't. That's probably the exception to the rule, but if you're gonna do this move, if you're doing an Alien movie, you know, don't write it where you put a scientist in to do all your exposition and thing, because it doesn't work. You know, you either end up having make scientists deliberately stupid like in Prometheus, or, you know, it takes away a bit of the kind of the fear and the kind of practical approach that a lot of things take. I mean, what is interesting about the Alien movies is the sort of practical by practical, little steps approach to solving the problem. I mean, in Aliens, it's not an Aliens immediately work up an escape plan. It's the very first step is bunker down, seal doors, cover thing, very kind of military, but practical, strategic thinking. If you had scientists there and you had that as a plot point, of course the first thing to go back, oh, we shall do Deus Ex Machina number C to escape, or I will develop such and such fucking MacGuffin. And no. So no scientists. I don't get why Hicks is coming back. Oh, see, I'm nervous about the Alien movie. I see how it goes. Anyway, sorry for the long-winded rant about the upcoming Alien movie. I'm hopeful, but I'm not going to be unrealistic with my expectations. Bye.